What's going on, everybody? Boy, the lake sure is something else here in Northeast Texas. I've been talking to you guys for quite some time, at least recently, about what I call the Texas two-step. And that is cold fronts, warm trends, cold fronts, warm trends, cold fronts. We go up 2 degrees, down 5 degrees, up 5 degrees, down 2 degrees. This time of year it can just be brutal in Northeast Texas, and kind of accordingly nicknamed it the two-step, because that's just what happens, and that's just what happened. We had a wave of bedfish move in. We had water temperatures reach the 60s on the main lake, 61 in the main lake, 67, 70 in the backwater. They were fish on beds. They were eating the frog. They were on the points eating big swim baits. Man, Fork was on fire. He was starting to fire up and really be awesome. And then old Mother Nature said, sit down, and brought us 3 days of high winds and 3 mornings of 30-degree weather. And I'm telling you, yesterday morning was probably the coldest that I've been on the lake in the entire winter season. I have never, ever in my life seen a south wind blow, a hard south wind blow that was freezing cold. And yesterday at launch, it was 30 degrees with a feel-like factor of 26. And it stayed that way until probably 10 o'clock in the morning. It never warmed up. The entire day yesterday was so dang cold. It was miserable, absolutely miserable. Main lake temperatures all the way back down to 55, by the end of the day 57. So we're looking at a 6-degree loss in the main lake. I'm assuming the backwaters had the same thing happen. I'm fishing main lake stuff anyways, and I'm staying with it. I just don't like to chase the bedfish, and they've all pulled off. What I've heard is a lot, majority of the bedfish have pulled off. But I do have some good information for you. A few things let's tell you about the lake. The lake is very stable, 401.32 for the last 2 days. It's been stable. It's clearing up in pretty good clarity. In some areas, man, it blow your mind. You go far enough back in the backwaters where you expect to see dirty water, and it is clear. It is clear, clear, clear. It's really good liquid water. Temperatures kind of starting to come back, and they will. It's the Texas two-step. We just had 3 days of cold. We're now back on the warm trend again. It's going to take 3, 4, 5 days of warm trend, and we're going to be right back. So by this weekend, I suspect that the fish will fire up again. I can tell you that the past few days, you follow me, I know you follow me publicly. You saw last week that Brooke and I, my clients, starting a week ago Saturday, not just 2 days ago Saturday, but a week ago Saturday. You saw that my clients crushed them. We had 27 pounds. Brooke came on spring break. We had 26 pounds, 31 pounds. We bashed their fish. We caught them on swim baits. We caught them and glide baits. We really had a good time catching big fish. And the big fish were pre-spawned. They were all pre-spawned. It was cool. At the same time, a lot of guys were backwater, catching fish off beds, a lot of males off beds. But I heard rumor that there were more bedfish all at once than many guys have seen here in many, many years. A lot of those did not spawn. We are sitting on a new moon as of yesterday. So the next few days, as we begin to come back around a warm trend, the full moon is April 7th. And I suspect that you're going to have, and I really don't just suspect, I pretty much, as long as we warm trend, I guarantee, if we do not warm trend, then I suspect they're still going to do this, what I'm about to tell you anyways. If we warm trend, I guarantee that a massive wave of fish pulls back up, gets back on the bank, and you're going to have frog bite, you're going to have a swim jig bite, you're going to have a chatterbait, spinnerbait bite, you're going to have fish starting to nest and bed up again. And it's going to happen real fast, and they're going to be everywhere, from end of the lake to the other. You're also going to have a lot of those big females, really big females this time, that didn't come last time. They're going to come this time with this moon. The new moon is last night. The full moon is 2 weeks from now. But you're looking at this Sunday mega bass. I guarantee there's big fish caught. I guarantee that probably an 11, 12 pounder or bigger is caught. It's going to take a big one this time because the timing's perfect. You're about 7 days in front. About 7 days in front of a full moon. And the big females will be pre-spawn, okay? They'll be caught in a very specific way because of that. That I won't share with you right now. You're not a member. I'm not going to share with you. I will give you a hint. You know what I'm doing. Swim baits and glide baits. You want to learn more. You want to learn more about it, where to throw them, how to throw them, what to do with them. Some of you may already, so I've given you enough as public information. A lot of you, I got a lot of public followers, so you kind of may already know what you should be doing. I won't put it down. I'm going to tell you that the last 2 days, even with the cold trend, that I did not put it down. My clients wanted to stay with it. And yesterday we didn't catch anything until later in the afternoon. But then we did catch the big fish. And then same thing today. We had about 7 bites today, but we stayed the course. We stayed the home run hitter, and it managed to work out, and we caught some big fish. If you're wondering, maybe you're new to this public channel, you're wondering what I mean by that. Number one, you need to go to my Facebook, follow me on the Lake Fork Adventures Guide Service, and you'll see the fish that we're catching. And I tell a little bit about it there, so you can get a little more information there. Also, you can find me on Mike McFarland Facebook. That's filling back up. I reached 5,000 about a year ago, and for some reason trickled down about 40 or 50 people. And I think that's getting close to being maxed out again. But Lake Fork and the Lake Fork Adventures Guide Service. Follow me there, and you can learn a lot more about what we're doing. You can become a member. Become a member is $4.99 a month. All right, I had a guy hit me up at breakfast the other morning, and we talked about the channel and about what you learn and how much more of a report I get. And he said 2 things. First thing he said was, I don't really want to become a member because I don't want to be put on top of other fishermen. I don't give waypoints. I don't put you on top of each other. I tell you what's working, and I give you the pattern, a descriptive pattern that you can replicate throughout the lake so that you're not on top of each other. I don't want to give you waypoints of where I'm catching the fish. I give you what's called the rule of 3, which breaks the body of the lake into thirds and the arms, creeks, and fingers into thirds. And I tell you a 2-number system that puts you in the right place, because there's always more than a waypoint to catch fish. Okay? You put 1 waypoint out there and 20 guys get it, I get it. So the members only channel does not give waypoints. I give you the rule of 3, which puts you in areas, most productive areas, 1/4-mile areas. And I give you the exact baits, the colors, the techniques, and how we use them. The second thing we discussed was how many times he would go in the marina, and the marina says they're eating red rattle traps, and you'll spend 20 bucks on red rattle traps. If you spend $20 on red rattle traps, why wouldn't you spend $4.99 for a month, a whole month of 8 fishing reports? That's 2 a week, in depth, in detail, from one of the busiest guys on Lake Fork, telling you the truth about how I catch my fish. That's the facts. I don't lie. I don't make it up. I tell you exactly like it is. This is your invite. Become a member. Hit in the descriptions below. Go find the join. Hit the join. Become a member. Okay? You can also upgrade and become a Let's Talk Fishing member, where you learn even more. I do a lesson once a week, a very in-depth lesson once a week, extreme in-depth lesson, and I have a giveaway once a month of excess of $150 worth of fishing lures from all of my sponsors and pro staff positions. It's an additional $4.99 a month. That's $5 a month times 12 months. It's 60 bucks, 60 bucks a year to learn even more. You get the members channel, you get the lessons, and you get in a drawing, 12 drawings. Now there's 10 more drawings. A chance to win a $150 package. If you win that package, you doubled your money. You spent $60 but got $150 worth of stuff. The Let's Talk Fishing channel is taking off. And I mean taking off. I'm super stoked about it. Here's your invite to become a Let's Talk Fishing member. Same process. When you go to the join, you can choose between being a member or a Let's Talk Fishing member. Please, choose one or the other. I promise you, I won't let you down. All right? I do want to tell you one more thing. That's going to be a bite real quick. I love throwing big baits. I love throwing big swim baits, big glide baits, big top water, super spooks, anything big. I don't always believe that big bass eat big. That's not a fact. Big bait does not guarantee big bites. In fact, we caught some 2-pounders on the giant swim baits that we're throwing. But pretty soon here, when the water warms up, there's going to be a big square bill bite. When you go to the Strike King 8.0, the big profile, which is what this is. It's not. This is not an 8.0, but it is an 8.0. Give me a second. When you go to the Strike King 8.0, it dives 6-8 feet of water. If I want to throw this in really, really shallow water, I can't. So if I want a big profile bait in really shallow water, square bill wise, it's unavailable until now. I told you guys about this a while back. Cactus Creek Outdoors AZ, Arizona. Cactus Creek Outdoors AZ on Facebook. They have made, for me exclusively, a square bill. It's the same body size as the 8.0. Okay? It only dives about 2.5 feet. So now I can throw this in that shallow water on the red clay points, over the shallow reefs, shallow shell beds, the shallow flats. I got a big profile, which is matching the bigger shad, the bigger gizzard shad, and it doesn't dive too deep. Okay? This is the deal right here. They are now finally ready. It's a limited edition only being released. There are 5 colors. Tennessee shad, Mike's Tennessee shad. Mike's red crawfish. Gotta pull these out here. Yeah. Mike's red craw. Mike's citrus shad. Mike's Tennessee shad. Mike's chartreuse blueback. And Mike's sexy shad, which just kind of looks like a gray back, but when you put it in the water, it's got a little bit of a blue-purple hue on the back. This thing is really, really cool, super sexy. So here's the package right now. There are 10 kits, 5 baits, 1 of each bait. So you get 5 baits, 1 of each color that I just gave you for $105. That's shipping included and everything. So it's basically about $20 a piece plus your $5 shipping. Shipping's a little more than $5, about probably $18 a piece and $10 for shipping. But they're sold right now in a lot of 5. It's a kit, 1 of each of the 5 colors, $105. You get it now, limited. There's only 10 kits right now available. Pretty soon there'll be a back stock of them. You'll be able to order whatever colors you want, and in a variety of however you want, as many as you want. But right now, 10 kits available. 5 baits per kit, 1 of each color, $105, Cactus Creek Outdoors AZ. Check them out, because I tell you what, as soon as you see me posting about this, you're going to want them. You're going to catch them. I caught a 9-pounder the other day with Brooke, and we saw the fish come out of the water at 2 feet and saw the shad fly, and it was perfectly that size that it ate, perfectly that size. Now, I caught it on a swim bait. I threw a swim bait up and caught her, but this is the perfect profile for really big bites when you get your shad up shallow spawning. I think that's it. I don't really have anything else for you guys right now. I'm really grateful for everything. I'm grateful for your subscription. Even our public channel is really growing super fast. Hit the like button if you find this good. Comment below if you really, really like this good. Hit the super thanks button. Tell your friends about it. Think about becoming a member or a Let's Talk Fishing member, because you learn even more. I'm looking right now at the baits that I'm about to tell the Let's Talk and members only, and not just the baits, but the trick and the setup of the boat, of how I'm actually catching fish. Even in the last 2 days, when the conditions have been terrible, I'm still managing to put together big fish bites. I'm going to tell the members all about it right now. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you Thursday with a little bit more information about Lake Fork. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide.